I'm changing my life in a year using Sidequests, and this week on a book hunt, I found the craziest titled book ever. Sidequests fit within career, hobby, and health. And one of the first things that we did this week was we actually went over to a local park as well as our library. They've got a great beach there. This library even has this like butterfly garden and then this whole forest. Like, yes, this is the library. It has this long like walking path. My daughter has so much fun doing this. She feels like she gets to go exploring. She loves getting to dress up like a princess, and it got me out doing my goals. It was perfect. The weather was actually behaving during this chunk of time, which I really, really appreciated. Later, we also did a trip to the dollar store, and normally a dollar store does not have good books. That's just been my experience, but I was blown away by some of the things that they had here. Now, I did want to say, like, while I share some of the things I found, I did struggle a little bit, like, mental health wise on some of my challenges. I mean, just life in general. This was a very rough mental health week for me, but I did notice that as a positive difference that is coming from this, having things feel like side quests, if something has to be set aside that is a side quest for me, that is okay. When you play video games, a side quest is not necessarily something that has to be done at that exact moment. It's okay to wait. And having that mental side of it really, really helped. I'm going to talk in a minute about like the actual results, but that was a very, very helpful bit of this. I also noticed that I was able to write a full day of writing for the first time in about a month, which was fantastic. I'm a very fast writer. My when I get when I'm stuck, I do typing speed games. And so when things flow, I can get a lot done when I'm not having to watch my kid. And my kid, I love her, but kids need help. So every so often I get to take a whole day and I go to a coffee shop and I'm able to actually write and get a lot done. And I was able to sit down and get so much done. I was able to write over 10,000 words in a day, and it just felt so good, honestly. This is from a little trip when I went to Goodwill. And again, normally Goodwill has absolutely terrible books, but I swear this must have been a Book Talk girly. I was having fun kind of like finding some of the like matching sets and authors, and I was like putting them together because I'm like, why not, make this easier? Someone is going to be super, super lucky. And almost all these were wiped out by the time I left after I did, which was really fun. But we're about to come up on this book that I saw. I was like, oh my goodness, what is this? And it's called The Sex Lives of Cannibals. Somebody bought it right away. I like laughed so hard when I saw this. I was like, you're not gonna believe what I saw. And then this I was really tempted to get too because I love some of the plus size, like older. I don't know. I'm just hitting the point. These are adorable. I'm thinking about actually going back to Target to get these because how cute. It's been 3 weeks. I'm actually pretty impressed with how well this has been working using the side quests. I have been actually doing really good with hitting, especially my fiber goals, which I thought was gonna be way harder than it has been. It's been a lot of focus on like fruits and vegetables, and like when I've been focusing on the fruits, the vegetables, I've been using brahmi pasta, which has a lot more protein and a lot more fiber in it. I've like swapped all of the pasta over to that and just been focusing a little bit more on those. I've been filling up a lot faster, which on the plus side, I have also lost almost 10 pounds in 3 weeks. So very, very happy with that. And I was doing like the 20 minutes, but the weather was really difficult. And I was kind of talking to one of my friends and I was like, I'm going outside, I'm doing these things, and I'm just not entirely, I don't feel like I'm getting what I'm supposed to be getting out of it. And she is a life coach, and she was like, you know what? She's like, scrap 20 minutes of like needing to walk and that kind of thing. She's like, I want you. And I was like, okay, I'm trying to like do meditation to get my like anxiety go down right now. And she was like, we're just gonna simplify all this. She's like, I want you to just go outside for 5 minutes. You're gonna walk like barefoot in your grass 5 minutes doing like the meditation breathing. She's like, it doesn't matter that your brain's gonna think still, but you're gonna do the 5 seconds breathing, like the 5 counts in, hold for 5, out for 5. And that has been really nice, actually. I kind of forget sometimes, like, that, like, physically my body sometimes literally needs to touch grass. So that's been really good. And then my career stuff that I ended up focusing on has just been kind of getting stock into, like, I had to work on getting my PR packages. I had little mini tiny books, super adorable. And readers have been loving them. I had those. And then I also had, I was working on my Etsy shop and I wanted to get things put into my Etsy shop and get some designs ready. And I actually have this really cute one that's been doing really good. I'm excited. I was like, why? Like, I wanted to do like Halloween fall bookish things for the first little bit because it is July and I know that like the stores are already full of all their Halloween stuff. Obviously, people are buying it already. So I was like, okay, we're going to focus on that first. And that has been really fun. Plus, honestly, I feel like when you kind of lean into like the fantasy magical side of like books in general, it can easily be year round or fall Halloween. And some of it's been specific, but um and then hobby, I've been kind of just focusing mostly on family stuff. To be completely and totally honest with you, I had a very, very rough like 4 days in the middle of this where like just mental health tanked and I needed to decompress. Um, which again, that was when I was messaging my friend going, I need more. I need something more, but I don't have more energy. I don't have more spoons to give. But for example, like my family does a family date and we try to do it once a week. And we're actually about to go do that today. But when we go to the family date, the rule is that like you can't, like there's no phones on it. And like we go and we do things to participate and connect together so that we're not being just distracted by like the TV and video games and our phones and tablets and all that kind of stuff. Like we go and we spend actual time together. So that's been really good. Yeah. Next goals, I'll probably talk about it a little bit in the next video too. Next goals, I'm going to be focusing still on the fiber, the protein, and on the 5 minutes. Just 5. I'm not going to stress anything else yet. Just the 5. But career, I'll probably make a video of what I do for it. I am actually in the process of hunting down a whole bunch of comps for my books so that I can create a bunch of social media content, and I'm very excited about this. So yes, that's what I'm going to be doing. And then hobby, I don't know. I've still been too burned out to really be able to do very much. I've still been too burned out to be able to watch much or read much. I will say though, Crushology 101 just came out of like the premium area of Viki. It's like this really cute Eastern drama that is about a girl who's like really into like good looking guys. Like she always picked up the books that had the good looking guys on them, even as a kid. I was like, so relatable. And all of our friends, like her first boyfriend is not that attractive. And they're like, how did you end up with this guy? And, drama ensues with the first boyfriend and she ends up with like multiple attractive love interests. And honestly, Eastern dramas are just really fun for me because they can be super intense. They play with tropes that we don't really see in like Western books, Western movies, Western shows. But then at the same time, they are just fine leaning into the like 2000s rom-com vibes that like nothing comes out with anymore in the Western stuff. They're like, no, we know people want those warm fuzzies. We're still going to put out new stuff for it. And I love it. So I was able to watch 2 episodes of that. I'm hoping my brain will still let me keep doing it, but fingers crossed. So yes, honestly feeling good. I'm also considering getting a, some sort of like, it's like I'm gamifying this. I want side quests. And I was like, I would love to be able to gamify a little bit of my just day to day, like the chores, the little, like the things you have to do every single day. And I've been looking at like card games, dice games, like Etsy printables, that kind of stuff that literally gamify your life and seeing if there's any that I maybe want to try out. I'm considering maybe testing those out and just seeing how it vibes, seeing how it goes. We'll see. We'll see. I will definitely let you know if I do grab one and if it works because that sounds fun. And I think my kid would enjoy that too, honestly, because we do chores together because she's 6 and I'm still like teaching her. And she has the same issue I do where like if no one else is doing the work too, then we're like, why are we doing this, everybody? Like it's just so much easier to feel like we're not doing it alone. And so we do chores at the same time together. And I think that it might be like more fun for her if we did that. And if we could kind of change up how we gamify, because like every once in a while when we're both struggling, we'll create like a whiteboard and we'll put like what we need on the whiteboard with what we need to do, and then she gets to come up with like little symbols that she marks for when each of us do it, and we will break down like a big project into like the little pieces. It's not like clean the bathroom, it's like scrub the bowl of the toilet, do this part of the toilet, like sweep the floor. She loves cleaning toilets. It's like she calls it her magic potion. Loves it. um but yeah, so that's where I'm at. That's how things are looking. I'm liking this. I am.